Okay, if you're using Google Sheets and you have a table of data, like the one that I have right here, and you want to go through it and highlight certain rows that fit what you're looking for. So let's say that we're looking for some of these apps that were made in India. So there's a line right here that says India. What you're looking to do is highlight the entire row instead of just the cell that says India. So this type of thing is done through conditional formatting. I already have the menu up here on the right, but how you would get that to come up is to do format and then conditional formatting. So you would left click on conditional formatting and then come over here and it's waiting for your first rule. So when you left click on add another rule, the first thing that you want to do is just specify the range. So in this apply to range, what we want is A2, we want to do the entire table, all the way down to H25. And the easiest way to do that is to left click on this little grid and then just do it with your mouse. I have that selected and click OK. So it's highlighting everything at first. It's highlighting everything at first because the criteria is format the cells if they're not empty. So if I were to come in here and just delete one of these, it wouldn't be formatted because it's empty now. So let's undo that. And what we had talked about before, we want to highlight each row that contains the word India in column C. But if you were to just do it with some of these pre-built functions, it seems like you might want to do it with text is exactly, and you could say India. And this may be the point that you got to, right? And so you're halfway there. It's highlighting India, but you want the whole row. So you can't do that with any of these pre-built options because these pre-built options are meant to look at just the cell that's being highlighted. So when you use conditional formatting, we specified A2 all the way over to H25. It does it one cell at a time. And when you write the rule, you write it as if it's for the cell in the upper left-hand corner. So that will make more sense as we do this custom formula, and we'll step through that. So let's go to the box that says Format Cells If. We're going to left click in there and we're going to change it to Custom Formula Is. So that gives you this open box here. Let's delete the word India. We're not going to use that just yet. And the box turns red, which is saying you don't have a valid formula in there right now. You need to type something that works. And what we had talked about is this formula, you're writing it as if you were in A2, and then Google Sheets will shift the formula for you. So let's look in A2. So in A2, what you want to do is really look to see if C2 has India. So if you type C2 is equal to India, that works for column A. Okay, so A2 is being highlighted because C2 equals India. However, when it shifts to B2, it starts looking this formula, C2 equals India, the column shifts and it starts looking in D2. So what you need to do is go back into the formula. I'm just going to capitalize C just so it looks better. So if you put a $sign before the column reference like this, $C2, you can see it's already working. Sheets won't change the C. So as it works from left to right, every time it looks at C. And so now you're highlighting the entire row. If that's all you want to do, you're done. But I think it's helpful to just do this with another example to see how it works and just another custom formula. The formulas are actually pretty simple, but let's say that we wanted to highlight all of the dates that occurred after June 1st, 2018. So let's say, so you want to look at column A2. So let's change C2 to A2. And then right now you're looking for after. So let's do a greater than. And then if you just specify the date in here, it doesn't quite work right. So what I say, June 30th, 2018, I think. Do that and nothing highlights. There is a little workaround that you can do. So let's go in cell J2 and just type in 6/30/2018. And then we're going to reference that cell. But when we reference that cell, so that's in J2, you need to fix the column and fix the row. That way it doesn't shift down because it's only in 2. and then that formula works. So dates are a little bit weird. If you put the date in quotes, for some reason it doesn't work, but if you put the date in a cell and reference that cell, then it works. So if you look over here, everything after June 30th is highlighted. So April 2018 doesn't get a highlight. So if you like this video, I publish a lot of other videos just like this, where we just walk you through little Google Sheets issues, and hopefully we learn a little bit along the way. You can subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of them. Thanks.